Good evening, everyone. I'm back with another edition of Eloquent English Enterprise. Today's video is based on a very dear friend's request because she also being a teacher she finds it difficult to explain the difference between two personal pronouns, when and how are they to be used. So it's for you, my dear friend. And the topic for today is the difference in usage between I and me. So when do we use I and when do we use me? So here's a very short and small presentation. I hope I'll be able to make things clear for all of you. Right. So here's the slideshow for you. Now, difference between I and me sounds tough, but it's not. So let's find out how and when do we use I and when do we use the word me. The differences, dear friends, are pretty clear. The pronoun used for the doer has to be I. That is the person who's performing a certain activity. When the pronoun is to be used for that person, then we will use I. For example, if I say Ritu and me worked hard, that's wrong. Ritu worked hard, correct. Me worked hard, not correct. I worked hard, yes, correct. So Ritu and I worked hard. If you have any difficulty or you find yourself in this situation, please split the two. Ritu worked hard, me worked hard. Ritu worked hard sounds correct, but me worked hard does not sound correct. So I worked hard. Ritu and I worked hard. That's the correct statement. Some more examples of using I in a sentence. Gaurav and I went to school. Akash and I had a great time together. Meenal and I liked him. Another difference between the usage of I and me. I is used for the subject in a sentence and me is used for the object. Like in the first instance, I said that the doer, you've all done active and passive speech. So if the, the verb is for the active noun, then it has to be I. And when it has to be for the passive person in the statement, then it has to be me. So here it is, I is used for the subject in a sentence or for the active person, and me is used for the object or the passive person. For example, I told Manish to go to school. So in this statement, I is the subject in this statement, or I am the subject in this statement. But if I change it the other way around, Manish told me to go to school, because now Manish is the subject and me becomes the object. If I say Manish told I to go to school, wouldn't that sound wrong? So Manish told me to go to school. Similarly, my mother told me to rest. My mother, the subject, me, the object. The teacher greatly inspires me. The teacher is the object and me is the, teacher is the subject and me is the. Now, when to use me in some other contexts also? Me is to be used when you use words such as between, with, and to. Let's just shift this so that this is clear. So me is to be used when you use words such as between, with, and to in a statement. Like for example, between you and I, this party is fun. This would be incorrect. But if I write between you and me, this party is fun, then it is correct. Another example, he came here with Bunty and I. This would be incorrect. He came here with Bunty and me. Correct. So in the first two statements, it was between. The second two statements, it is with. And now let's try sentences with to. So when to use me? If a sentence has the word to. Mother told Rani and I to bring some flowers. Incorrect. Here we are using to. Mother told Rani and me to bring some flowers. Correct. The teacher wanted Ronnie and I to participate in sports. That would be wrong. But if I say the teacher wanted Ronnie and me to participate in sports, that would be correct. Another example, Mr. Singh spoke to I and Tom about his trip to Ladakh. Incorrect. But Mr. Singh spoke to me and Tom about his trip to Ladakh. That would be correct. So we've seen that me is to be used in statements where we are using between, with, and to. So I hope I've been able to clarify the difference in the usage of I and me. And if the teachers are watching, we'll be able to teach our students well. We'll be able to clear their doubts about this. And if you're a student, then also I'm sure the difference is clear to you now. So with this, I come to the end of my presentation. I'm so thankful to you for being patient and watching this. I'm stopping my screen share. So thank you, audience. You've been a wonderful viewers, and I really treasure your comments. They are very, very morale boosting, and I hope in future also I'll be able to help you in clearing your doubts, and you will keep encouraging me with your wonderful comments and liking my videos. So thank you so much. Good night. And have a very happy Sunday tomorrow. Bye-bye.